Hi, my name is Viviana. I'm here to guide you through a healing process of 7 days in Santa Marta, Colombia. The highlight of our trip is going to be the ayahuasca. I don't know if you ever heard about it, but ayahuasca is a medicinal plant that takes you to an internal trip. The most important thing about taking the ayahuasca is that you're guided by someone that can help you heal through the process. So the first thing we're going to do is set an intention. Why are we here? Why do we want to heal? Ayahuasca is not a plant that you just go and try out to get high or to try to experience something different. Ayahuasca is a plant that's going to be strongly helpful for your own healing, but if there's no intention, it's really hard to get it. So we're going to set the intention, we're going to guide you to the ceremony, and at the end we're going to talk about how important is the integration of everything you received in order to go home with a happy soul. Okay, so just to guide you through the process. The first day, everyone arrives in Bogota, which is the capital. This night is when you get to know the people you're gonna heal with, and no judgment, because they don't know you, so you can actually be yourself. You know what I mean? So that night we integrate, and the next day we take a plane and we go to Santa Marta, which is our sacred space. Literally just being there, the energy is insane. It's insane. It's already healing. You know what I mean? There's the ocean, there's the jungle, the air, everything. You get in there, and then we have cabins. We have a eco-friendly hotel in the middle of the jungle. We're gonna have a chef that's gonna cook for us every single day with high vibrational foods. So for example, we're gonna have mangoes, we're gonna have oranges that actually were, grew in the place where we're staying. So that's super important to have high vibrational foods in our system before we take the ayahuasca. So the first 2 days, we're gonna be doing yoga, meditation, a lot of healing through cacao ceremonies, inner child healing, ancestral healing. You don't have to know what it means, but it's gonna heal, because you're gonna have a guide that's gonna explain to you why it's important to do the things we're doing. The third and fourth day, we had the ayahuasca take. The reason why we do it 2 nights is because the first time, most of the time, is a purge of the soul. So there's gonna be uncomfortable moments. Probably you're gonna puke, you're probably gonna have diarrhea, you're probably gonna cry. But that's actually a good thing, because you're purging all those energies that don't serve you anymore. Okay, so ayahuasca, it's composed by 2 plants. You have to put them together and it's like a tea. That's the way you drink it. We put it on fire, and they prepare it from the day before. They have to bless the leaves, they have to do a whole ritual behind it in order for the ayahuasca and the energy to come into your body. So we wake up in the morning, we do a little bit of yoga, we do a little bit of meditation, and we do a one-on-one coaching just to make sure we have our intention clear, just to make sure that we have our energy clear as well. So we actually do a little massage before to clean up any energies that we still have in our body. So the more cleaning we can do before the ayahuasca, the better. So we arrive around 6 o'clock to the location of the ayahuasca, which is around 30 minutes from the hotel where we're gonna be staying. We try to arrive around 6 o'clock so that it's still daylight and we can see where we're gonna sleep. So we can bring our hammock, we can bring a tent, or we can bring a sleeping bag. You can sleep on the floor, it's completely up to you. Around 8:30, the shaman is gonna arrive, and he arrives with two or three different facilitators that bring all the stuff that he's gonna use in order to cook the ayahuasca for us. So the first take, I'll tell you a little bit of my experience, and my group has been very similar experiences of what we feel. And at the beginning, the most important thing is that you have to let go. You have to surrender to the medicine. Maybe an hour and a half after you take the ayahuasca, you start feeling all the energies coming in. And one way to prepare you is when you start hearing kind of maracas in your ear. That's when you know the ayahuasca starts going into your system, into your body. It lasts about 6 hours, 6 to 7 hours. So we sleep over in that place. We wake up around 6 in the morning. When we wake up, everybody has either fruit, water. After the effect of the ayahuasca is gone, we all get together, we do chanting, we do a lot of blessings. If the shaman feels that there's still any energy around, he comes and cleans you. So that day in the morning, we go back to our hotel. So we go back to our hotel, and that's the day that we rest. Obviously, if you're gonna take the second take, you still wanna keep your stomach super easy, super healthy, so that you can go and have an easy trip. Most of the time, the second night is very rare that people have this again, because most of the time is the purge is the first take, the first night of the take. The second night is more of the bliss, of that part where you understand your purpose. Why are you here? So after the second night, like I said, we go back to the hotel around 6, 7 in the morning. And the second day is also a lot of resting, a lot of meditation. And one of the most important tools is journaling. You have to start writing down all the wisdom and all the messages that you received from the Mother Ayahuasca, from the plant. Okay, so something super important that you have to know is that healing never ends. That we're here to help each other back home, you know what I mean? And we're here to help each other feel better about themselves. So what I want you to know with this is that ayahuasca is not gonna heal you and then you're gonna come back and your life is like completely perfect. It's not how it works. There's always gonna be problems coming. There's always gonna be death in our family. There's always gonna be a boyfriend or girlfriend that doesn't wanna be with you. There's always someone that's gonna tell you no in a job. And that's okay. You know what? Because what you're gonna learn is an emotional intelligence of how to actually not let other people take power over you. I'll tell you something. Right now I feel like being spiritual, it's getting bigger. People are getting to know more a little bit about it. But don't get lost on the trend about it. Oh, I have to do yoga for 2 hours and I have to meditate and I'm not supposed to eat meat and I'm doing this wrong. Listen, there's no pattern. There's no, this is what you have to do. You come to this life to figure out who you were. That's your job. And everybody has different ways. There's people that use crystals. Other people use the nature. Other people actually go to church and find God. It doesn't matter. This is not a religion. This is not a cult. This is only a 7-day trip where you're gonna remember who you are, where you're gonna love yourself, and you're gonna start connecting to everything. So you're gonna learn how to make everything an experience. Okay, something that's super important is that we're gonna have a WhatsApp group chat to give you support for the 6 months after the ayahuasca. Why is that so important? Because the plant doesn't only work for that day that you take it. Some shaman says that it can take from 6 months to 2 years that keeps showing you different perspectives about your life. So sometimes it happens that you're about to take a huge decision because you really want to, but you believe you're not supposed to do that. Don't leave your job. You can't break up. You can't do this. You're not enough, which is your belief for your whole life. Having a person right next to you that went through the process with you and having the same people actually that went with you in the retreat to support you and be like, dude, do it. Do it. Remember how we felt when we were there. Remember the energy. Remember how happy we were. Having those people reminding you who you are, especially people that have never met you before, is super important. Super important, so that way you don't feel alone. And once you heal, we all heal. So that's why it's very important that we have connection after the trip.